Sawyer School. I'm Gracie.
And I'm Sam.
And we are Fstv. We bring you the latest news in education, sports, and happenings
in and around Sawyer School.
To start off our show, here's Justin with information about the 100th day of school.
On February 12th, we celebrated our 100th day of school. To help younger students appreciate how big 100 is, every year the kindergartners make 100-day projects. For this project, they gather 100 items and display them in a creative way for everyone else to see. The project includes 100 dachshunds, 100 Star Wars stickers, 100 Legos, 100 pennies, 100 straws, and more. These projects are on display in their classrooms. The kindergartners always impress us with their imagination and creativity. Nice work, kids!
I remember that project. I brought in a zebra with 100 stripes. Do you remember what you did?
Yeah, I made a bridge with 100 popsicle sticks. Here's Maddie with Pop Culture.
The 50th Annual Grammy Awards was February 15th, and here are some of the highlights. LL Cool J hosted the ceremony for the 5th time. Adele's Grammy performance was a reminder that when you're performing on live TV, things can go wrong, even for the very best voices in music. Performing All I Ask, the song got off to a rocky start when the piano mics fell onto the piano strings. After that, Adele's typically astounding voice sounded a bit off for the rest of the performance. Later on the Ellen Show, Adele said she cried pretty much all day. Taylor Swift mentioned in her Grammy Album of the Year speech that this makes her the first woman to win an Album of the Year at the Grammys twice. Lionel Richie took the stage during the tribute performance to him. The 66-year-old singer watched as John Legend performed Easy, Demi Lovato belted out Hello, Luke Bryan sang Penny Love, Meghan Trainor took on You Are, and Tyrese Gibson finished it up with Brick House. Kendrick Lamar's performance was one of the best. It featured dancers, neon lights, and fire. But probably the biggest tribute highlight came when Lady Gaga performed a medley of David Bowie's hits. Overall, the Grammys was entertaining, with many surprise winners. I can't wait to see what musicians bring us this year.
I've never watched the Grammys, but it seems like it was an exciting event.
Not me. I'm glued till the end. Here's Ryan and Max with a cool event they attended.
In the past, Fenway Park has hosted other events such as concerts, football, soccer, and even hockey. Now the 104-year-old stadium can add a couple other winter sports to its list, skiing and snowboarding.
Standing high above the Green Monster, a 140-foot ski jump was constructed in center field for the Big Air at Fenway U.S. Grand Prix event that was held on February the 10th.
Some of the best freestyle skiers and snowboarders from around the world gathered inside the historic baseball stadium to compete in front of a large crowd of more than 20,000 fans, and Max and I were lucky enough to be amongst them. It was quite a sight to see inside Fenway.
Yeah, I almost forgot. I was even at a baseball field. Red Sox Director of Special Projects, Fred Olson, said that this is one of the biggest things we've ever done, and it's completely new. That's what we're shooting for, a new demographic.
It's no secret that we're trying to reach out into the younger audience on the baseball side, and we're definitely hopeful that this event is showcase Fenway Park to some of those people who may not otherwise come down here. Olson also states that
having it in a big city makes more people aware of the sport, gets them interested. During the event, competitors would ski down the ramp and attempt to pull off ridiculous tricks.
Here's some footage I took of a few tricks that really stood out.
done that, you know.
Sure, you could have. If the bigger Fenway goes down as a success, hopefully the ballpark will host another in the future.
Thanks, Ryan and Max. Looks like a lot of fun, but you wouldn't catch me trying any of those tricks.
Yeah, I agree. I could barely do a 2-foot jump. Here's Grace with Would You Rather.
Your car radio is stuck on one singer. Would you rather it be Taylor Swift or Adele?
Adele, definitely Adele.
Why?
Because she's a better singer. I just like Adele.
She is stuck on one singer. Would you rather it be Taylor Swift or Adele?
I would rather Adele. I love Adele. And Taylor Swift is a little too pop for me.
Would you rather, if your car radio is stuck on one singer, would you rather it be Adele or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Why?
Because she's awesome.
If your car radio is stuck on one station, would you rather it be Taylor Swift or Adele?
I guess I would go with Adele because I like her voice very much. She has pretty songs.
If your car radio is stuck on one singer, would you rather it be Adele or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift,
Why?
because she writes her own lyrics.
Wow, that's a tough decision. Adele or Taylor? I think I'd have to go with Adele.
Yeah, me too. I would have to say Adele. Here's a recap of the student-faculty basketball game.
On February 23rd, the 8th grade basketball players took on the teachers in the annual student-faculty basketball game. There would be 2 15-minute halves for format, so after a quick warm-up, the game started. Jack Richard coached the students' team to victory over the teachers. Students stepped up and shut down the teachers on defense, and quite a bit of three-pointers. The teachers played well, but they were no match for the younger, more determined players. The final score was 47-38 students. Congratulations, students.
It was a very exciting game to watch.
Yeah, considering how well the Eagle teams were this year, I'm not surprised the students won. Speaking of fun, it's time for George and his jokes.
Welcome to George's Jokes. Today I have Justin assisting me. Hey, Justin.
What do we want, George?
We want low-flying airplane noises.
And when do we want them?
Meow. See you, Justin. What do you call the security guards outside of Samsung? The Guardians of the Galaxy. Thanks for watching.
Oh, George, your jokes are out of this world.
Too funny. Meow. Here's Dana with the summary of the family math night recently held.
A week ago, Florence Soil School hosted a fun and exciting math night. This was Florence Soil School's third consecutive family math night, and it was organized by our math specialist, Mrs. Walsh Fulton. The event was for students in grades K to 5 to play different math games at stations using pen and paper, math tools, iPads, and even Chromebooks. The stations included games such as Kenkanap, Sushi Math, Math Playground, Race to Trace, 100 or Bust, Factor Bowling, Rugs and Fences, Cross the River. There were over 24 stations to choose from, and not to mention the endless websites and activities. Students could play with other students, teachers, or family members. Then each child went home with a folder with all the games, so the fun can continue at home. The purpose is for families to play together, increase their math skills, and to have fun with math. Family Math Night has grown every year. This year, about 240 students and parents attended.
Wow, sounds like fun. Let's see. 240 students times 24 games, that's 5,760 games.
Hey, how'd you do that so fast?
Easy. Drop the 0 from 240, and I know 24 times 24 is 576. And then I put the zero back on, and it's 5,760.
Impressive. Maybe I should have attended math night. Here's Eli and Will with the movie review.
Even though it came out a while ago, Spectre may be the most exciting movie in the James Bond series with Daniel Craig.
It all starts with a group of bad guys that plan to blow up the biggest stadium in Mexico on the popular Mexican holiday, Day of the Dead.
In his attempt to stop the bombers, Bond only destroys one building and causes minor havoc among the people.
007, aka James Bond, soon realizes that this was not an isolated incident and goes on a secret meeting with nefarious world leaders, but he is recognized by the ringleader, which triggers a chain of events that leaves you on the edge of your seats.
This movie is fast-paced and features the biggest explosion ever seen in a movie.
Agreed. It is adrenaline-fueled, however, it is not recommended for younger children. Well then, Eli, would you give 2 thumbs up?
Absolutely, and you?
Sure would.
I'll definitely have to add that to my must-watch list.
Yeah, I agree. That was a very good movie. We have an important announcement about the FSS donations auction.
The FSS donations auction is set for Saturday, March 19th at 6:30 p.m. at the International in Bolton. We have some great items and services so far, including window cleaning, power washing, home staging, camp gift certificates, restaurants, and spa gift cards. At a stay at a condo in Hawaii, a ride in the LL Bean boot car, golf with Mr. Bates, Disney passes, and much more. You can get tickets by sending a check for $35 per person made out to the BSDC. If you would like to get a table for 8 people or you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email fssdonationsauction@gmail.com. This is a very special event for our school.
What a great event. It only occurs every other year, but it raises a whole lot of money for our school.
Yeah, up next is the Maddie and Emma Show.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
And hi, I'm Emma.
And today we'll be talking about Fitbits and iPhone 7. Children as young as 6 are slapping on Fitbit-style exercise trackers and competing with their classmates over their step counts. The high-tech accessory bands are the latest classroom craze, encouraging healthy competition as kids jump off their screens and onto their feet. Worn like a watch or wristband, a Fitbit tracks physical activity throughout the day. If you reach your Fitbit goal in a day, the little digital display rewards you with a virtual celebration.
The device can also track heart rate, calories burned, even the quality of your sleep. Be careful. Collecting steps can be addictive. I hope this new trend is here to stay. Now we'll talk about iPhone 7s.
Apple typically only changes its design once every 2 years, but that change is due with the iPhone 7, so we're expecting and hoping for big changes. Think a whole new design, lots of power, and a bunch of new features. Fingers crossed, maybe even some new emojis.
The iPhone 7 will probably arrive in September 2016. Apple likes to launch new projects in September.
If the iPhone 7 does get high resolution, it might get bigger too, especially as rival iPhones are growing in size all the time. These aren't any iPhone rumors yet, but iPhone 7 will probably be similar to what the iPhone 6 is. But if Apple finally ditches the 16GB model, the starting price might be even higher.
Thanks, girls. I wish I made it to this year's lip sync. I heard it was awesome.
Yeah, me too. Luckily, Justin is here to tell us all about it.
The epic lip sync show was Friday, March 4th, and it was as amazing as ever. The host of the evening was Mr. Vertolino, who maintained the energy of the house and introduced the performers. Mr. V's improv and jokes kept the show going while making the audience laugh. The show included soloists, duets, small acts, and large group numbers. Each performance was unique and entertaining. Many students stood out in their bright and unconventional costumes that definitely stole the stage. The audience was amused by Pajama Party, Fox and Friends, Army Soldiers, California Light Girls, some rap singers, glowing hands, and much, much more. The final performance consisted of our very own teachers rocking out to Twisted Sister. The show ended with the entire cast whipping and neighing into the sunset. If you didn't get a chance to see the show, you can still order a DVD copy for $10, and the money supports the 8th grade class.
I hardly recognize the teachers in those costumes. Looks like everyone got into the spirit of the evening.
Yeah, I really love those animal costumes. Well, that's for our show now. Take care, everyone.
Yes, and remember to work hard and to be kind to each other.